Hi guys, long time no see. I think it's like you can't see me, but I think it's like literally my first time uploading a video without my face on it. So it's kind of awkward right now. But anyways, today I want to talk about history a little bit again. In the summertime, I watched a movie called Oppenheimer and literally fell in love with it. I just loved it so much, and I really loved Cillian Murphy in that movie. So I was like, okay, I should look into more about what this actor did. So while searching up a lot of different movies that dealt with historic events that Cillian Murphy starred, I found this guy, The Wind That Shakes the Barley. It was released on 2006. This movie is literally 2 years older than I am, and stars Cillian Murphy, which is like literally the only reason why I watched it. I didn't even know what it was about. I didn't even know what it was about during the movie as well, because this movie deals with Ireland independence and the conflicts that came after it, and I seriously had no idea what it was about. But after the movie ended, I decided I should like look up into more of Ireland's history because I thought like a lot of the movie sequences were very similar to the ones that deals with Korean independence as well, which I will be comparing in this video. Like there was a scene where they got captured and they were arrested and they were like kind of tortured for information or like why did you do it or is there anyone else who's doing it, stuff like that. And the ways they did it was like freakingly familiar as well, and how the people inside the jail reacted. They sang songs, they didn't give up. And then there was in the final scenes, there were like conflicts between ideologies about like should we be completely 100% independent or like should we just deal with this treaty and it's the way it is. And there were like brother conflict as well. Korea after its independence, we had ideological conflicts as well. So I thought it was like freakingly familiar the way they dealt with it. And yeah, so I thought, okay, if the movies are so similar, how about the actual history itself? So I looked up to it. Basically, island history goes like this: the Act of Union in 1801, and then the Home Rule movement, and then the Easter Rising in 1916. This started the War of Independence in Ireland, which led to the Anglo-Irish Treaty and Partition, which created another conflict that created another war, the Irish Civil War. And then we get current Ireland. I am pretty sure there's more detail to it, and I'm pretty sure I don't know 100% accurate of the island history because I can't find the exact information of it on the internet. I don't know why. Let's see more into it. The Act of Union is kind of simple. It meant that Ireland is no longer had a parliament or any independence. Okay, you're our colony. That's kind of it. A movement to secure, like, we want independence, basically. It's lasted a long time, for about like 50 years. And imagine fighting for your country's independence for 50 years. That's that's so long. And then we have the Easter Rising, where the Republicans of Ireland kind of like went against the British government. And this was the trigger that caused the Irish War of Independence. Yeah, it's literally in the name. Another thing I thought was similar to the Irish and Korean history was the period where all these movements happened. Because Korea had a massive movement during 1919, and we kept fighting with personal trained armies. The war was ended through a treaty where the British freed partly of Ireland and divided the island into two, which caused another problem, the Irish Civil War. The Irish Civil War was created through difference in ideologies and the previous said treaty. They were different viewpoints about the treaty, which caused a lot of deaths and conflicts between their own people. And Korea has another civil war for ourselves as well, which is another similarity I found. So basically, Ireland and Korea has very similar things like colonized by a neighboring island country and had active independence movement that actually led to our independence as well, and conflicts related to what they believed was right. And we also had a civil war and division, and currently still divided. Although I don't know, like in Korea, we still think that North Korea and South Korea should be one country, but I don't know with Ireland that much because I'm not Irish. But yeah, I'm pretty curious too. And I figured out, and I learned that their native tongue was actually lost during a famine, while in Korea we have managed to keep Hangul, which is our native language. So I expect that there's a lot more differences between histories, and I did feel that the Irish history and Korean isn't 100% correctly match, but it was still interesting to learn that we had things in common too. Thank you for watching. I know it sucked, but I hope you like it.